me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go! I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta fill it up engine. In my thoughts up.
Welcome back, everybody. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Today we're going to be talking about, I hear a couple of comments on the different Tua videos that I've made, and today we're going to be talking about what he's been doing in OTAs and why it is showing that he's going to be a successful ball player coming this season. Tua has really shown up to OTAs a completely different person. I think if you look at the different years that he's been in the league, I mean, we haven't seen the actual physical and mental change of what is going on with Tua until right now. And it is something that I think when you are approaching anything in life, having discipline and having motivation, I mean, this kid could have given up so many different times in his career. He could have given up the first year, the second year. He has not given up. And the fact that we have people that are still out there downing this person, you should want to emulate someone like this. This kid has had all the cards against him and he has not given up. All he has done is gotten better. That is a special human being on this planet. And I think we need to really sit down and see that all the Tua haters, all those people, look at their lives. Chris Sims, you're a failed quarterback on a network show that no one really cares about you. You're not even the top actual ESPN reporter. All the different people that are commenting, you don't realize that this kid is just working harder than you. And you kind of hate more so that he's doing what you think he can't do. Tua is going to be a great quarterback this year. Number one, they're implementing jiu-jitsu into the practices. So when a leader comes into a room, he leads by example. He leads by showing what the rest of the crowd needs to do by what he is doing and the actual improvements in his life that it has had. So when you come into camp and people are seeing that jiu-jitsu was such a right idea for Tua to go for, that they are now implementing it into the practice with all the quarterbacks. It is one of those things that, I mean, you just have to see that clearly they see something with what happened with the jiu-jitsu training. Clearly, Tua had the right idea to go to a jiu-jitsu master. And on top of that, all the superstar players, they all do something outside of this, whether it be boxing, dance, whatever it is. They all do something in order to make themselves better. Tua, his thing is just jiu-jitsu. And honestly, what I can say is that if you really study jiu-jitsu, if you really understand it, if you really look at it, learning how to fall and learning how to grapple, that is what jiu-jitsu is about. So literally the problem was the falling, and you have taken an art that allows you to understand how to fall. So the concussion thing, I understand it, but it is now completely minimized in percentage that it will happen again, just based on the fact that you now have been studying for almost a half a year jiu-jitsu that has taught you how to fall correctly. Now he is implementing that into the practices so that every single day he gets some sort of training on how to do that. It is going to make him a special player. Number two, in the OTAs, where everybody wants to say that Tua doesn't have the leadership qualities, he doesn't have all these different things that people want to say. In the OTAs, the offense was not running correctly. What happened was Tua grabbed the entire offense and started just ripping them for what they need to do, explaining to every single player on that offense how they needed to approach this. And now, this is something that people constantly say that Tua does not do. He is telling and showing everyone by leadership how he is going to approach the game and how serious that he is. The thing is you want to say a bad quarterback from a good quarterback. Every quarterback has arm talent and all of that. Every quarterback has different pros and cons to him. The difference is the good quarterbacks versus the bad ones is the good quarterbacks take ownership, they do what they need to do, and they show it to the team how they need to approach football. The bad ones, they just blame the rest of the team on why they're not doing good, aka Zach Wilson. So Tua grabbed the entire offense and just told every single person, this is what we need to do, this is how we are approaching it, this is where we are sucking at, and we are going to make this better. We are going to do it right now, and we're going to keep doing it until we get this right. Again, people constantly say Tua is not a leader. He doesn't lead. all he is showing right now is leadership qualities. Tua just keeps showing that he is a leader in this locker room. With these two things, leading by example is what a leader does. So if you are going to sit there and come into practice, and if your team is not performing right, you are going to sit everyone down, explain to them how to run it, and do it the exact way that you wanted, that is leadership. And number 3 is going to be, do you see the size of Tua right now? Do you see the size? Well, obviously he hears that he was too small. He's too small of a quarterback, too small this, too small that. He's come in looking like a freaking linebacker. Now he looks humongous. He looks completely like twice the size that he was last year. And that does not just come overnight. That is hard work that he's been putting in every single day of the offseason to get himself to the point where everybody wants to say that he wanted to give up. He never thought of it for a second. He never thought to give up for a second. Tua's life, and this is what a lot of people don't understand about life, is that your purpose is something that you are going to do, and you're either going to die or you're going to make it. And you need to put that ultimatum in your head if you want to actually accomplish something. You either are going to do it till you're dead or you are going to make it. That is what Tua has done. He has shown that this is what he's going to do. He is going to be a superstar professional football player, and he is not going to give up on it. He's going to do everything it takes in order to get himself to the level that he wants to be. He sees Tom Brady, he sees Aaron Rodgers, he sees all these great quarterbacks, even Drew Brees. He sees all of them. He wants to be at that level, and he is showcasing that every single thing he's doing is driving him more towards that goal. Tua is the leader that we have, the need. I mean, just look at his history. I don't think anybody that is in the comments that sits there and talks about Tua, I don't think any single one of them have been put in this type of position that he has. And for them to sit there and talk is just kind of funny to me, because you should honestly be looking up to him while you sit on your couch and watch TV. So, as always, hope you have a great rest of your day. Fins up, baby. Peace.